Hey guys, welcome to another video. Um, I'm gonna be talking about the books I'm currently reading, I've read, and I'm planning to read this month and next month. So, first book what I read in September was Notes from Underground by Fyodor Dostoevsky. It is a great book. So you have to. There are two parts to this book actually. The first one is pretty much the notes from underground. The second one is the other story as well. I don't want to reveal any spoilers, but the first part is pretty hardcore. You need to read it twice to actually understand what the author is trying to say. But once you get a grasp of it, you will really enjoy the book as is. So I would say read it twice, at least the first part. The second part is a easy read, but the first one it's a hard read. So you need to read it twice. That's Notes from the Underground. The second book that I finished last month is The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli. This book is pretty hardcore as well. When I say hardcore, it it talks about the real life scenarios of what happened to some of the prince or king or philosophers in the past. So it tells about how a king should be and what he should not do and what he should do. But other than that, it's a pretty it's a slim book. It's not that big deal to read, but it's pretty hardcore actually. So it is a nice read as well. I mean, you have to read it multiple times to understand what the author is trying to say, but some of the text is pretty hard to understand. But I think once you get a grasp of the writing from the author, it's easier from there on. So I would say there are some chapters which are pretty hardcore as well. So you have to read it multiple times to understand what is going on. But solid advice, but it tells you how to move up and how to hold the position. But at the same time, it teaches you what not to do as well. So a great read so far. The book that I'm currently reading is Courage to be Disliked by Ichiro and Fumitaka. So I'm currently at how many pages though? Um, I'm at 122 pages at the moment, and it's a conversation between a youth and a philosopher. And I don't want to reveal too much what is happening in the book, but it is good. It talks about causes, it talks about effect, it talks about courage, it talks about self as well. So I'm pretty much done with half the book. I will finish it probably this week or next week, and I think I should leave a good review after that as well. So that's Courage to be Disliked for you guys. The other book that I'm currently reading is a classic, The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Once you get a hang of this author, it's hard to put his books down. So it is really a very thick book. I'm at how many pages? Let's see. Oh, I'm at 278 pages so far. I'm at big book 5, and I'm not going to reveal any story about what this book is all about, but I would say if you hang on to at least like 150 pages, and then it should pick up really well. But the first 150 pages, it's a very hard read. It's got to be, you have to just hold on to it until you get to that 150 page mark, and after that things will move much faster and the story begins right after that. But I think whatever happened in first 250 pages will be used in the later chapters is what I think. But hang on to the first 150 chapters. It's going to be a slow read, but just hang on to it. Things will get better after that 150 page mark. but I'm looking forward to finishing this book this month. But it's classic writing so far. I really like this author. And the last one that I haven't started is The Dispossessed by Ursula. This one I have no idea what it is. So it's going to be a surprise. I never read any reviews of this book. All I knew is it's a great book. That's all I know about. I don't know what it is about either. So I just read this part behind the book. But other than that, I have no idea how this book is going to be. So that is The Dispossessed. So these are the books that I read last month. I'm currently reading, and this is the one that I'm going to be reading after this one. So thank you all so much for listening to my story. Hope you had a good one as well. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next.